Welcome back to the Expensive Coins History channel. Could a single penny in your pocket be worth thousands of dollars? Or even hundreds of thousands? Today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious and fascinating coins in recent American history, the 1990 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. It looks like any other cent, until you take a closer look. And if you're lucky enough to have the right one, you might just be holding a hidden treasure. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, was designed to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, marking a turning point in American coinage design. From 1909 to 1958, the coin featured wheat ears on the reverse. In 1959, the design shifted to the Lincoln Memorial, in honor of the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. That version remained in circulation until 2008, followed by various commemorative reverse designs in later years. The obverse, or front, of the coin, remained largely unchanged, with Lincoln's portrait prominently displayed and the date placed just to the right. But there's one subtle detail that tells us something important: the mint mark. Mint marks tell us where a coin was made. For example, D stands for Denver, S stands for San Francisco, and coins with no mint mark at all are usually from Philadelphia. However, not all no-mint mark coins are created equal. In 1990, a unique situation unfolded. Something went wrong at the San Francisco Mint. A small number of coins that were supposed to have an S mint mark didn't. And that mistake created one of the rarest modern pennies ever made, the 1990 no mint mark proof penny. To the casual eye, a 1990 penny without a mint mark doesn't look rare. After all, Philadelphia pennies didn't have a mint mark anyway. But the key difference is this: some of the 1990 proof pennies, which were supposed to be struck at the San Francisco Mint with the S mark, were mistakenly struck without it. Now, this is not just a simple error. These coins were supposed to be precision-made proof specimens. Proof coins are struck using specially prepared dies and polished blanks. The results are highly detailed coins with a mirror-like surface and frosted designs, created primarily for collectors, because the mint mark had recently been moved to a different stage of the die creation process. A handful of dies used to strike 1990 proof cents simply lacked the S mark entirely. Only a tiny number of these error coins escaped the mint, making them incredibly rare and highly desirable among collectors. So how can you tell if your 1990 penny is the valuable one? First, determine whether your coin is a regular circulation penny or a proof coin. A regular circulation coin will have a duller finish, softer details, and possibly signs of wear. These are not the rare error coins. They're common and worth only face value, unless in exceptional uncirculated condition. But if your 1990 penny has a mirror-like surface and sharp, frosted details, then you might be looking at a proof. And if that proof penny has no mint mark at all, you could be in possession of one of the most valuable modern error coins in the world. These proof coins were never meant for general circulation. They were only sold in special proof sets, which means that if you find one loose, or in an unopened set, it may be a treasure hiding in plain sight. As of 2025, the market for the 1990 no mint mark proof penny remains strong and competitive. The demand for rare, documented mint errors has only grown in recent years. Here's a breakdown of what you can expect. A common 1990 penny from Philadelphia, in circulated condition, is generally worth only 1 cent. A high-grade uncirculated 1990 penny, with full red luster and no wear, might bring in a few dollars. Potentially more if graded MS67 or higher. A proof 1990 penny with the S mint mark, which is the standard version, can be found in proof sets and is generally worth between $1 and $5. Depending on condition, but a 1990 no mint mark proof penny, properly authenticated and in pristine condition, can command tens of thousands of dollars or more at auction. In top grades like Proof 69 Deep Cameo or Proof 70, with certification from major grading companies, these coins have been known to sell for well over $50,000, and in rare cases, over $100,000 depending on the market. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare errors, and with so few known to exist, prices continue to climb. If you believe you may have a rare 1990 no mint mark penny, don't try to sell it casually or take guesses at its value. The first and most important step is professional authentication and grading. Major grading services like PCGS and NGC have the expertise to examine your coin and determine its authenticity, condition, and value. Once graded, your coin will be encapsulated in a tamper-proof case, labeled with its grade and any special designations, such as proof or no mint mark error. This not only protects the coin but also ensures that any potential buyer or auction house can trust its legitimacy. The value of a coin is driven by three main factors: condition, rarity, and demand. The 1990 no mint mark proof penny checks all three boxes. First, it's rare. Extremely rare. Only a handful are known to exist, and very few are in top condition. Second, it's a mistake, and collectors love mistakes, especially when they occur on proof coins that are supposed to be flawless. And finally, demand is strong. There are thousands of Lincoln cent collectors, many of whom want to complete full proof sets by year. But without a 1990 no mint mark proof, their sets will always be incomplete. That kind of pressure drives prices up. It's not just a coin. It's a piece of minting history, a mistake that turned into a marvel. Now, what should you do if you think you found a 1990 penny with no mint mark? Step 1. Don't clean it. Never polish or wipe a coin, even with the best intentions, because it can lower the value instantly. Step 2. Check the details. Is it shiny like a mirror? Are the design elements frosted and sharp? If so, it may be a proof. Step 3. Contact a reputable coin dealer or send it directly to a grading service. The fee you pay for grading is a small price compared to what the coin might be worth. And step 4. If confirmed, get ready. You might be sitting on a life-changing collectible. The 1990 no mint mark Lincoln cent is more than just a coin. It's a hidden gem in the world of numismatics, an error born from a moment of transition in minting technology, and a reminder that even something as small as a penny can hold enormous value. So check your change, dig out those old proof sets, and inspect every 1990 penny carefully. Because you never know, you might be holding a coin that's worth far more than 1 cent. The 1981 Lincoln cent with no mint mark. That's right, the humble 1 cent coin minted in 1981 in Philadelphia. We're going to cover everything: its origin, design, composition, production background, hidden rarities, collector appeal, grading influence, and its potential worth in today's market in 2025. If you're holding on to a 1981 penny, or if you've been curious whether it might be worth more than a single cent, this video is for you. To understand the significance of the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny, we need to start with the historical context. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first regularly circulating U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Originally, the reverse of the coin featured two wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and agriculture. In 1959, the wheat ears were replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in honor of the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design remained in use until 2008. The obverse remained largely unchanged during that time, featuring the side profile of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. This design is still regarded as one of the most iconic coin designs in American history. Now, by 1981, the Lincoln cent had already been in production for over 7 decades. The year marked the end of an era in another important way. It was the last full year the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln cents using the traditional copper alloy. These coins were composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This metal composition would soon be changed due to the rising cost of copper, which was making it more expensive to mint a coin than its face value. The 1981 Lincoln cent without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins minted in Philadelphia traditionally do not carry a mint mark, which is why the coin is referred to as a no-mint mark penny. In terms of mintage, the Philadelphia Mint struck billions of these coins. The total number is well over 7 billion. This massive quantity means that the majority of 1981 Lincoln cents, especially those that saw circulation, are extremely common. Most are still worth face value or only slightly more, especially in circulated condition. However, quantity does not tell the whole story. There are several factors that can set a seemingly ordinary coin apart, including grade, die varieties, and errors. And as many collectors know, coins that seem common at first glance can sometimes be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if the right characteristics are present. The year 1981 was not only a high mintage year, but it was also the final full year for the traditional copper alloy composition. The economic pressures of the late 1970s and early 1980s, particularly rising metal prices and inflation, had a direct impact on the Mint's decision to change the composition of the penny. Beginning in 1982, the Mint shifted to a new composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with a thin copper plating over a zinc core. This change dramatically altered the weight of the coin from 3.11 grams down to 2.5 grams. But in 1981, every Lincoln cent, including the no-mint mark variety from Philadelphia, was still made using the classic heavy copper planchets. This copper content alone gives these coins a small intrinsic metal value, often slightly above face value when copper prices are high. Many people save pre-1982 pennies because of their copper content, often referred to as copper hoarding in the coin collecting world. One of the most significant factors that affect the value of a 1981 no-mint mark penny is the coin's condition, or more formally, its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 using the Sheldon grading system, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The grading scale also considers the coin's luster, strike quality, color, and any marks or scratches it may have. In the case of copper coins like the 1981 Lincoln cent, color designation is also crucial. These coins are categorized into 3 main color grades: red, RD. This indicates that the coin retains nearly all of its original copper luster and mint fresh appearance. Red-brown, RB. The coin has a mix of original red color and some brown toning, brown, B. And most or all of the coin has toned or darkened over time to a brown color. Coins with the red designation are much more desirable and can command significantly higher prices. A 1981 no-mint mark penny in red condition and graded MS67 or higher can be extremely valuable, despite the coin's general commonness. These high-grade examples are not easy to come by, especially when preserved in pristine, untouched condition straight from mint rolls or sealed sets. Now we come to one of the most exciting parts for collectors: rare varieties and mint errors. While the vast majority of 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cents are standard strikes, there are exceptions that significantly increase a coin's value. Some key varieties and errors to look for include double die obverse. This is a type of error where parts of the design on the front of the coin appear to be doubled. It can be most noticeable in the date, the word liberty, or the phrase, "In God we trust." Strong examples are highly sought after: double die reverse. Although less common, doubling on the reverse design, especially in the lettering of United States of America or E pluribus unum, can also add value. Off-center strikes. If the coin was not properly aligned during striking, you may see a portion of the design missing or shifted off-center. The more dramatic the off-center strike, especially if the date remains visible, the more valuable the coin tends to be. Clipped planchets. If the blank metal disc used to strike the coin was clipped or misshapen, it results in a coin that appears to be missing a portion. These errors are fascinating to collectors and can fetch higher prices. Die cracks or cuds. A crack in the die can cause raised lines on the surface of the coin. A cud is a die break that creates a blob-like protrusion. These are minor but collectible minting flaws. Wrong planchet errors. Extremely rare, but if a coin was mistakenly struck on a foreign or non-standard planchet, its value could skyrocket. These are usually found through weight analysis and authentication. If you suspect your coin is one of these rare types, it is strongly recommended to have it evaluated by a professional coin grader or numismatist. As of 2025, the market value of the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny varies significantly depending on condition, grade, and whether it contains any notable errors or varieties. Here's a general breakdown. Circulated coins. Most 1981 no-mint mark cents found in change are worth 1 cent, or possibly 2 to 5 cents if they are in slightly better condition or sold in bulk for their copper value. Uncirculated coins. MS-60, MS-63. These may fetch anywhere from 50 cents to a couple of dollars depending on color and I appeal. Mid-range mint state coins. MS-64, MS-65 RD. These coins can command between $5 and $20 in today's market. High-grade examples, MS-66 RD and higher. These are more difficult to find and are worth significantly more. Coins graded MS-66 RD may sell for $50 to $100 or more. MS-67 RD examples can command several $100s. In some cases, a perfectly preserved, certified MS-67 plus RD example may reach prices exceeding $1,000. Error coins and rare varieties. The value here depends entirely on the nature of the error. Common minor errors might bring $10 to $50, while dramatic off-center strikes, strong double dies, or clipped planchets could fetch anywhere from $100 to several $100s or more. If you believe you have a valuable 1981 no-mint mark penny, the first step is to examine it closely under magnification. Look for any doubling, off-center strikes, or signs of die cracks. Check the color and luster. Is it still a brilliant red or has it turned brown over time? Next, weigh the coin. A genuine copper 1981 penny should weigh approximately 3.11 grams. If it weighs significantly less, it could be a transitional error or struck on the wrong planchet. Consider submitting your coin to a reputable grading company if you think it is in exceptional condition or if you suspect it has a valuable error. Certification not only helps validate the coin's authenticity and grade but also increases its value and makes it more marketable. You can sell such coins through online auction platforms, coin shows, or through dealers who specialize in Lincoln cents or error coins. Just be sure to understand the market and set realistic expectations. In conclusion, the 1981 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent is a coin that most people see every day, yet it carries with it a story of change, value, and hidden potential. While billions were minted, the condition, composition, and presence of errors make all the difference between a 1-cent coin and a $1,000 treasure. So next time you go through your change or sift through a jar of old pennies, take a closer look. That 1981 penny you almost overlooked could be worth a whole lot more than you think. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most collected coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more numismatic content, and drop a comment below telling us what year or coin you'd like us to explore next. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your pocket change bring you riches.